Have you been struggling with blood sugar spikes no matter what you eat or avoid? You're not alone. Here in the United States, millions of people are fighting diabetes, desperate to find something natural that truly works. In the quiet, rural areas of North Carolina, two everyday herbs that most people overlook are helping diabetic patients manage their blood sugar and even reduce insulin resistance. Local families have been using these herbs for generations, but only now are researchers beginning to understand why they work so well. These aren't rare or exotic plants. They're easy to grow, easy to find, and cost almost nothing. Yet their effect on diabetes has surprised even doctors. And that's exactly what I'm going to share with you in today's video. What these two herbs are, how they're helping diabetic patients stabilize blood sugar naturally, and why they might be more effective than many modern solutions. But before we dive in, I just ask that you like this video so more diabetic patients can find it and discover these amazing natural herbs too. Let's support each other in this fight against diabetes. Have you ever felt like your joints just don't move the way they used to? Like climbing stairs or getting out of bed takes more effort than it should. If that's you, let's talk about something old but powerful. Sage. It's not just a kitchen herb for Thanksgiving turkey. In the rural parts of North Carolina, families have been using sage for generations, not just for flavor, but for healing. And today, I want to show you how this humble leaf could make your days a little easier. Many seniors in North Carolina's countryside still grow sage in their backyards. They use it for teas, cooking, and even natural remedies passed down through the years. And you know what? It's helping people with diabetes and joint pain feel more comfortable. Sage contains natural compounds that help calm inflammation in the body, especially around the joints. That's important when you're dealing with high blood sugar. Have you ever tried sage tea yourself? One of the easiest ways to enjoy sage is to brew it into a warm cup of tea. Just boil water, add a few fresh or dried sage leaves, and let it steep for about 10 minutes. The smell alone is comforting, and the taste is mild but soothing. Drink it once in the morning and once before bed and give your body that little extra support. Many seniors say they feel lighter and more relaxed afterward. Why not give it a try? Now I'm curious, have you ever cooked with sage before? If so, tell me in the comments how you've used it. Whether it was in stuffing, soup, or tea, your story might inspire someone else watching. You never know who you might help just by sharing. Here, you're not just a viewer. You're part of a community that listens and supports. We're in this together. When you're living with diabetes, inflammation becomes a silent enemy. It creeps into your joints, your nerves, even your brain. That's why herbs like sage can be so helpful. They fight that inflammation gently, without harsh side effects. Just a few cups of sage tea each week may bring comfort to your hands, knees, and even your back. Wouldn't it be nice to move more freely again? There's a gentleman in Asheville, North Carolina, who swears by sage tea every evening. He told me his knees used to swell up by dinner time, especially after walking a lot. Now, after a few months of sipping sage tea regularly, the swelling has gone down, and his doctor noticed the difference too. That's the kind of everyday win that matters most. Let's talk about digestion. A lot of folks with diabetes deal with bloating, heartburn, or constipation. High blood sugar can slow the digestive system and make everything feel heavy, but sage helps calm the stomach and support smoother digestion. Try adding fresh sage to a light soup at night. You may find you sleep better and wake up feeling less sluggish. Some people say their blood sugar levels are more stable when their digestion is working well. That makes sense. When your food moves through your body the right way, your glucose doesn't spike as fast. Sage won't replace your medication, but it's a small ally you can use every day. Have you noticed how certain teas or herbs affect your blood sugar? If so, I'd love for you to write the word balance in the comments. That word means a lot to people with diabetes. It's what we're all aiming for, not perfection, but steadiness. Let's see how many people here are trying to live in balance, one good habit at a time. Now here's a recipe that's good for both your taste buds and your blood sugar. Take a few sage leaves, chop them finely, and mix with olive oil and garlic. Spread that on a piece of grilled salmon or roasted chicken. Not only is it delicious, but it also gives your body anti-inflammatory support and healthy fats. Perfect for managing diabetes. Some folks also enjoy sage with lemon. Boil a few sage leaves in water, then add a slice of fresh lemon and a little cinnamon. That's a trio of natural ingredients known for helping stabilize blood sugar. Try it in the morning before breakfast and see how you feel by lunchtime. Have you ever experienced brain fog? Like when you walk into a room and forget why you're there? That's common with diabetes too. Sage has been studied for its effects on memory and focus, especially in older adults. A little mental clarity can make your whole day easier. Wouldn't it be nice to feel more alert again? I've had people tell me they started drinking sage tea, not just for joint pain, but to help with anxiety and restlessness. It has a gentle calming effect, almost like a warm blanket for your nerves. That kind of comfort is priceless, especially when life feels overwhelming. If you ever have trouble sleeping, sage may help you unwind. Brew a warm cup of sage tea about 30 minutes before bed, maybe with a touch of honey. Sit in your favorite chair, wrap yourself in a blanket, and let your mind settle. That ritual alone is healing. Let me ask you, have you shared a home remedy with someone you care about? Something simple that made a big difference? If so, drop it in the comments. Someone out there might need exactly what you've learned from your own journey. One woman I spoke to in rural North Carolina said her grandmother used to rub sage oil on her legs when they ached. Now she does the same thing before bed, and it helps her sleep through the night without pain. Those old traditions still work, don't they? If you're trying to manage diabetes, you already know it's not just about sugar. It's about inflammation, stress, digestion, sleep, all the little pieces that make up your health. Sage may not be a magic cure, but it supports many of those pieces. That's why I love talking about it. Let's not forget how affordable sage is. You can buy it fresh, dried, or even grow it in a small pot on your windowsill. A tiny plant that gives you flavor, healing, and peace of mind. That's pretty amazing, isn't it? Have you ever made your own tea blends? Try mixing sage with a little peppermint or chamomile for a more refreshing drink. It's a fun way to play with flavors and discover what your body responds to best. Leave a comment if you have a favorite combo. I'd love to hear it. Some churches in the South even keep dried sage in little cloth pouches, given out to elders for healing. It's a tradition rooted in love and care. That shows you how deep the connection is between sage and comfort, both physical and emotional. I'd encourage you to use sage for a full week and track how you feel, not just physically, but emotionally too. Are you more at ease? Is your sleep better? Do your joints hurt less? These changes add up. They matter. We often underestimate the power of small, consistent steps, but in the long run, they're what make the biggest difference. Drinking sage tea, using it in your meals, trusting your body to respond, that's where healing begins. And don't forget to share this video with someone you love, especially someone struggling with diabetes or joint pain. Your simple act of sharing might change someone's week, or even their life. Sage might seem like just a little green leaf, but it holds generations of wisdom. From the hills of North Carolina to your very own kitchen, this herb has brought comfort to many. And now it's here for you too. Next time you're at the store, reach for sage. Let it become part of your daily rhythm. Let it remind you that you're not alone, and that healing doesn't always come in a pill bottle. Your health is your story. Your choices matter. And this simple herb might be one of the most helpful chapters yet. What do you say? Are you willing to give it a try? Let me ask you something. Have you ever had that heavy, bloated feeling after a meal? Like your stomach just refuses to settle no matter what you eat? That's something I hear a lot from folks living with diabetes. Peppermint might be the answer you've been overlooking. It's more than just a holiday flavor or something to freshen your breath. It's one of the most powerful herbs for calming your gut and your nerves. In many small towns across America, especially in the South, peppermint is a go-to remedy after a heavy dinner. You'll find peppermint tea in almost every home. It's gentle, affordable, and works fast. When blood sugar is high, digestion often slows down, which leads to discomfort. A warm cup of peppermint tea can help your body process food more smoothly and give your belly some peace. One of the most common complaints among diabetics is stomach upset, bloating, gas, that stuck feeling. That's where peppermint shines. It relaxes the muscles in your digestive tract and helps push things along. Many seniors drink it 30 minutes after dinner and report sleeping better because of it. If that's something you struggle with, peppermint might surprise you. Now I'd love to know, have you ever used peppermint for your stomach? If yes, share your story in the comments, and if not, write the word calm below so we know who's planning to try it for the first time. Your story might help someone else give it a shot. Around here, one comment can change someone's whole week. Another benefit of peppermint is how it helps with headaches. And you know what? Diabetics are more likely to deal with tension headaches due to sugar fluctuations. Peppermint has a natural cooling effect that relaxes the head and neck. Try placing a drop of peppermint oil mixed with another oil like coconut on your temples when you feel one coming on. It works wonders. I had a sweet lady from Alabama tell me she carries a peppermint roll-on in her purse everywhere she goes, just in case, she said. And the truth is, It helps her with both headaches and anxiety. That's something many people don't realize. Peppermint also calms the mind. If your diabetes makes you feel on edge, this herb might bring relief. Let's talk about peppermint tea for a moment. It's easy to make. Just boil water and add a few fresh or dried peppermint leaves. Steep for 5 to 10 minutes. You can add a slice of lemon or a pinch of cinnamon if you like. Drink it warm, especially in the evening. It's like a gentle reset for your whole system. Some people say peppermint helps them breathe better. If you've ever felt tightness in your chest or had shallow breathing, this could help. The menthol in peppermint naturally opens up airways. That's especially helpful if you get congested easily or feel winded from simple tasks. A warm tea with peppermint can bring a breath of fresh air, literally. Now here's something simple but powerful. A peppermint foot soak. Fill a tub with warm water, add a handful of crushed peppermint leaves or a few drops of peppermint oil, and soak your feet for 15 minutes. It helps with poor circulation, swelling, and even those burning sensations some diabetics get in their feet. Try it tonight. You might sleep better too. Peppermint isn't just for tea or oil. You can use it in your meals too. Chop up fresh peppermint leaves and sprinkle them on fruit salad, or mix them into Greek yogurt with a little honey. It gives a cooling flavor that's refreshing and helps settle the stomach. These small things make a big difference over time. One man from Kentucky told me he started adding peppermint to his water bottle, just a few leaves in cold water. He said it helped with his afternoon cravings and he felt more alert at work. If you deal with sugar cravings in the late afternoon, peppermint might help you curb them without reaching for snacks. Have you ever tried that? Diabetes often brings fatigue, that deep tiredness that doesn't seem to go away even after a nap. Peppermint can act as a gentle pick-me-up. It stimulates the brain just enough to help you focus, without caffeine crashes. Try sipping peppermint tea in the late morning instead of coffee. You might be surprised how refreshed you feel. Let me know in the comments. Do you feel tired most of the day? Just write the word energy below if you'd love to find a natural way to boost your energy. You're not alone in this. And maybe peppermint can be part of the solution for you. Some folks also use peppermint in smoothies. Try blending frozen berries, a handful of spinach, half a banana, unsweetened almond milk, and a few peppermint leaves. It's cooling, sweet, and diabetes-friendly. You get fiber, antioxidants, and digestive help all in one cup. Would you try something like that this week? Another way peppermint helps is by supporting blood flow. For people with diabetes, poor circulation is a real concern, especially in the legs and feet. Peppermint contains compounds that promote better circulation and reduce inflammation. It's not a cure, but it's one more helper in your corner. I always say this: every herb is like a friend with a specific gift. Peppermint's gift is peace. Peace in your stomach, peace in your breath, peace in your nerves. And sometimes that's exactly what we need, to feel calm and steady again. If you're someone who gets anxious or restless at night, peppermint can help you unwind. Mix it with chamomile for a stronger calming effect. Drink it while you listen to quiet music or sit by the window. These gentle habits can improve your sleep more than any pill ever could. Here's something you might not know. Peppermint may help with insulin sensitivity. Some early studies suggest it could support better blood sugar control over time. Nothing dramatic, but helpful when combined with a healthy lifestyle. It's like building a puzzle. Every small piece matters. If you live in the South, chances are you've had iced peppermint tea in the summertime. It's not just refreshing, it's medicine in a glass. Add lemon slices and a touch of stevia if you like. Keep it in the fridge and enjoy it in the afternoon when the heat and tiredness hit. Let me ask, what's your favorite way to use peppermint? Leave your tip in the comments. Whether it's a tea, a foot soak, or something else, your idea might brighten someone else's day. That's the beauty of this community. We learn from each other. Peppermint also helps reduce sugar cravings, which can be a game changer if you're trying to cut back on sweets. The cooling sensation in your mouth can signal satisfaction to your brain, reducing the urge to snack. Next time you feel that craving coming, try peppermint tea first and see what happens. I once met a woman in Florida who brushed her teeth with peppermint oil on purpose, not just for the freshness, but because she said it helped kill her appetite for sweets. Now, I'm not saying you have to do that, but it shows how creative people get when they find something that helps them feel better. For those of you who garden, peppermint grows fast and spreads wide. You can plant it in a small pot or let it run wild in a corner of your yard. Either way, you'll have your own natural medicine cabinet right outside your door. Doesn't that sound good? If you struggle with neuropathy, numbness, or tingling in your feet, peppermint may help. While it won't cure it, peppermint oil gently massaged into the feet can offer temporary relief. Try it with a warm towel wrap and just sit back. A little self-care goes a long way. Sometimes people ask me, can peppermint really make a difference? And my answer is this: it's not about a miracle, it's about support. It's about using the gifts of nature, one cup at a time, to feel better little by little. Do you believe in small steps? I want to challenge you. Try peppermint every day for 1 week. Tea, oil, food, whatever works for you. Then come back here and tell us how you feel. Did you sleep better? Digest easier? Feel more calm? We're here and we're listening. Before you go, I need to tell you something important. Right now, I'm leaving another video on the screen that shows you how to eat smarter with diabetes, using simple foods you already have at home. But here's the thing. Most people never hear this part. If you skip it, you might miss the key to finally feeling more energetic, more balanced, and more in control of your sugar levels. This next video could connect all the dots for you, especially if you've been frustrated with food choices and unsure what really helps. It's filled with practical tips and powerful, little-known strategies that doctors are just beginning to recommend. If you care about your health, and I know you do, don't let this opportunity pass you by. Click it now before you forget. Your next step could be just one video away from real change. See you there.